Hey everyone, Darren here from the Music Vault. So I was watching videos on YouTube and came across Dude 1973 on his page. I haven't seen him in a while, so I'm checking him out. And he had this cool thread of your top 10 albums that if you're a zombie apocalypse and you had to get out, or you're going to desert island and you could only have 10 records. Now the stipulations were three had to be live albums, the other ones had to be studio albums, and there could be no greatest hits or anything like that. But what Dude did was, or what Chris did I should say, what Chris did was he did a lot of double albums and triple albums and stuff like that, which I thought was pretty cool. And so I went with a lot of double albums in that too. So I grabbed it. Like, this was actually pretty tough, because you're like, you got 10 records, that's all you can bring. What do you want to listen to the rest of your life? What are you not going to get sick of? I mean, I got so much stuff but 10 essential records that you can deal with for the rest of your life. So the first of my 3 live albums was Queen, Live Killers. This has everything on it. It has everything from We Will Rock You, Killer Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, Tie Your Mother Down, Sheer Heart Attack, We Will Rock You. It has everything on it. And it's a double album. So I thought that was pretty cool. So that's my first pick. I'll do the live albums first, so that way you can get them on the second live album. I hummed and hawed, whatever. Of when I narrowed down to this band, they have a few live albums out. So I hummed and hawed, and out of all the ones that I have, now you can't go with this album, but I don't have it. No, you got to go with what you got. And they have the first and second one, and I put them both together, and I went, well, which one would I take? This one won. Kiss Alive 2, because this has Detroit Rock City, God of Thunder, I Stole Your Love, Hard Luck Woman. Like, this Love Gun, I mean, the Kiss Alive is a great album, but and then you get to look at those pictures for the rest of your life. That's pretty cool. So anyways, that was that one that I picked. And then for my third and final live album, this was a no-brainer. Iron Maiden, Live After Death. This has everything on it. Everything from Aces High to The Trooper, Flight of Icarus, Die With Your Boots Off, Phantom of the Opera, Number of the Beast, Run to the Hills. It has all the hits. It has everything on it. That was a no-brainer. So I have to grab that. Now that brings me to my 7 picks. First one up on my 7 albums, The Who, Hooligans. It's got everything too. Well, not everything, but you can't go with greatest hits. So this is first bunch of Hooligans, third bunch of Hooligans. I want to think that this isn't a greatest hits package because it's called Hooligans, not called the Best of the Who, because I have a bunch of Best of the Who and stuff like that. This is Hooligans. So if it's best of, sorry, but I'm a bit of a rule breaker sometimes. Alright, so in terms of devastatingly old school death metal, because you know me, I love my death metal. have to have some of that. I went with Scream Bloody Gore by Death, because it kind of has everything. But Beyond the Unholy Grave is probably my favorite Death song, and that's on here, so I went with this one. My next one, again, going with the doubles, triple album set, who knows, Led Zeppelin, and this is Mothership, but I picked this one because it's a 4 LP box set that has everything on it. Everything. Yes, everything. So I had that covered. Everything from Kashmir to Stairway to Heaven is on this sucker. And like I said, it's 4 discs. It'd be a little awkward to carry, but once you get to the island, you're gonna put it down. Had to go with this one because it's all the early stuff, and this was my very, very first favorite metal band. I went with Judas Priest, Hero Hero. The cover's cool. It's a double album, and it has stuff like Diamonds and Rust, Tyrant, Victim of Changes, Dreamer, Deceiver, Rockarola. I just thought it was, I mean, I could have gone with Screaming for Vengeance, but for the metal metallic stuff, I got the Death. The Speed, the Death was in there, and I got a couple other ones. So I went for kind of like a more classic rock metal sound when I picked this one. Again, because it's a double album. I mean, they have a lot of great material, Judas Priest, but I figured this one for sure. This one to me is. So I grabbed that. This one was a definite must-have. I don't have the box set, otherwise I would bring that. But Metallica, Ride the Lightning, this is absolutely essential. This is probably up there my top favorite 5 albums of all time. For sure, number 5-ish, 4-ish, somewhere in there, in no particular order. But this was my introduction to thrash speed metal, was this album. So it's my favorite Metallica record. Like these next 3, oh, here we go. These next 3 albums are probably my in my top 5 albums. Of course, No Island would be complete. No Desert Island would be complete without my most favorite record from my most favorite band, and that's Rush, Moving Pictures. What can I say? This is the best album they ever put out. This is probably my favorite album of all time, and I would never leave home without this album. Having said all of that, my last album, again, one of my top 5 records of all time, and I couldn't go without any punk. Totally Exploited by The Exploited, and this has everything on it. Punk's Not Dead, The USA, Jimmy Boyle, Attack, Doyle Q, Rival Leaders, Crashed Out, Class War, Hitler's in the Charts Again. Like, this has everything, and it's a cross between this album and Let's Start a War. This is a double album. If I could take Let's Start a War and put it on this record, I would, but I can't. So this album for sure wins. And me being a bit of a rule breaker, I snuck an 11th in there because I'm like that. And this would hit everything as well. and I grabbed Pink Floyd The Wall. I know that it's 10 albums, but again, I'm a bit of a rule breaker, and I couldn't just settle on a 10. I had to go for an 11. So it would be Pink Floyd The Wall. Again, double album. That's it. So those are my 10 best. Now this thread went back, I think Dudes was like 4 months ago when I saw it, like when he put the video out. And I thought it was a cool thing. So, and I'm pretty sure that Darcy at Darcy 6 String 9 Lives, he started the thread. So I thank you for that, buddy, because this is actually a pretty cool thread. I like this. I like doing these thread videos. I think they're pretty fun. Anyways, that's my 11-minute Stranded on a Desert Island video. Cheers.